University's union, but today he hopped rather than bounced into London on crutches. The frail-looking star arrived at Heathrow nursing a broken foot.
You guys all be nice to him, he's the best.
With more than 20,000 people wanting tickets to the event, Jackson is set to become the most popular guest speaker ever invited to Oxford.
Pop superstar Michael Jackson has arrived in Britain for a speech on childcare. Jackson arrived in London on crutches after breaking his foot in a fall at his Californian home. Keeping his mouth covered with a black mask, he said he was still in a lot of pain. But the injury didn't keep him away from a speech at Oxford University on his global initiative for children called Heal the Kids. The pop star has 2 children of his own by his estranged wife Deborah Rowe. 20,000 people have applied to hear him speak. In the past, the Oxford Union has invited a number of celebrities, including US presidents and actors, to address its students.
Michael Jackson has managed to take a dramatic step up in the world. Known for some pretty kooky capers, Jackson has drawn a full house at one of the world's most respected universities. The Oxford crowd didn't want any moonwalking or crutch grabbing. They were there to be dazzled by his knowledge of parenting. Unfortunately, his lecture off limits to the cameras. But even in these cerebral surrounds, there were still a few enthusiastic fans to make him feel at home.
Absolutely stunning, he looked amazing, he's gorgeous, he's a beautiful person.
We're told that the thrust of Jackson's address was that the world would be a better place if parents read bedtime stories to their children.
He did a speech about children at Oxford University. He was greeted by hundreds of eager fans when he arrived 3 hours late. Inside, Jackson broke down in tears as he told of his unhappy life as a child star. Then he proposed a children's Bill of Rights to guarantee them love, protection and education. At the end of the speech, the star was given presents and a standing ovation.
The Oxford Union has heard some of the world's greatest leaders address its members, but this was by far the most populist of occasions. Fans queued all day to see Michael Jackson arrive, which he did over 2 hours late, hobbling on his broken foot. Jackson used the platform to launch his charity Heal the Kids, which he co-founded with his friend Rabbi Shmuley Botech.
It's a serious evening, but I also want him to enjoy himself because he's such a loving person. He deserves to be heard, he deserves to be listened to, and I think people are going to be very surprised what he has to say.
And the selected 300-strong audience were surprised listening to the pop billionaire's revealing address. It was an emotional speech during which Michael Jackson broke down several times. He told the students of his own troubled childhood. He said that when he was young, he wanted more than anything else to be a typical little boy, and that the cheery 5-year-old who belted out Rockin' Robin and Ben to adoring crowds was not indicative of the boy behind the smile.
Just call my name and I'll be there. Yeah.
Georgie Arnold, Sky News in Oxford.
The King of Pop hobbled onto the stage after breaking his right foot in a fall last week. After barring cameras, Jackson delivered a lecture punctuated by tears, urging children to forgive their parents as he spoke of growing up under the spotlight of stardom with a domineering father. Earlier, at a book launch, the world caught a rare glimpse of the superstar's face without his signature black mask.